a lot of people can sell via Amazon with their sites, or there's FBA businesses that are just based off Amazon. So this is a couple of questions in one. Do you A, sell on Amazon, and B, do you weigh up, how much sales you get from Amazon as opposed to how many you're getting from your store? And do you try to prevent being too heavy on Amazon because you want to, in terms, own the race course and own your product and not be so reliant on Amazon in case something happens in that? Talk to me a little bit about your thoughts on that, because that, is a real thing,
Yeah.
and something to be concerned about, or to understand how we can minimize our risk, as e-com site owners.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult because in the United States, Amazon, 55% of all e-commerce searches start on Amazon, and they get about 55% of the sales, e-commerce sales in the country. And so, it's really difficult to ignore Amazon. They're the 800-pound gorilla. And yes, we do sell on Amazon. It has become the vast majority of our sales. I don't particularly like that. In fact, I hate it. But sometimes just in business, you gotta kind of just go with the flow and deal with the card you're dealt. And we understand the risks that we're under, which is one of the reasons why we sold one of our businesses last year, because we realized that it was just we're in playing in someone else's turf, and it's very disconcerting. But again, there's just so much traffic going there, and especially for the more commoditized type products, especially things like ice wraps, people aren't willing to go to a third party site to find this stuff. They're looking for a shoulder ice pack because they just hurt their rotator cuff playing tennis or something, and they want to ice their shoulder, or they're looking for a knee ice pack because they're getting knee surgery next week and they need something when they get back to ice their knee. They're just going to go on Amazon and look for this and find something quickly.
Yeah.
And it's pretty difficult to ignore. I mean, we saw the same thing with Color It. We see the same thing with our other brands. And, unfortunately, we're pretty close to 85% Amazon now, and 15% off Amazon. I would love to flip that the other way around if I could. But, since 2015, when we were 100% off Amazon, this has been a slow progression every year of Amazon just continues to become a bigger and bigger part of our business. No matter how hard we try. I mean, I put all my effort into trying to grow the off Amazon business, and it's still, the Amazon business grows quicker than everything else. And it's hard to prevent that.
Yeah, I guess the underlying thing we need to understand really here is, what's our customers' intent, and how do they find our products, and why are they buying from certain platforms, or how do they find our products from certain platforms, and why do they find them from certain platforms? It's because that's where they're hanging out. That's where they're spending more time, right? It's like if somebody wants to buy something quick, it might be something under $150. They want to buy something. So they're always just going to revert to Amazon, right? Instead of go to Google and click on the shopping tab, which is what I do here in Australia because Amazon's not that big here. I
Right,
just
right.
type it in Google and I click on the shopping tab. But I would imagine that most people just go, if it's something small, Amazon, of course, because that's where they're hanging out and that's where they look to buy things. It's the same when I'm marketing any of my businesses. Are my customers or my audience hanging out on Facebook, or are they hanging out on YouTube, or are they hanging out on LinkedIn, maybe, or Instagram? Now, maybe a lot of the people that want to work with me are on Instagram, but I don't actually particularly like that platform because it's maybe so volatile. But I have to lean into where the people are that I need, where I can solve their problem, because I'm in business and I want to make sure I add value to the people that need it and help them solve their problem. I need to go where they are. It's kind of like if you're selling an ice wrap and you know you can see it as doing people a disservice. So like, I'm about to get a knee reconstruction, or I've just had a knee reconstruction and need to get some ice, wrap, and they really find it hard to find it on the platform that they're looking for it, maybe Amazon. Why would you be silly not to go away and solve their problem by just doing them a service and going to where they want to buy it from? and making it easy, right?
Yeah, I mean, Amazon has an insane number of people that are Prime members. This Amazon Prime,
Mm,
which doesn't really exist in Australia, or maybe it does, but it's not surely as prolific as it is in the United States. And so you have the app on your phone already. You have the app on your television to watch television, TV. You have it in your car to listen to music. And if you need something, your credit card's already on file. I type in, I need a shoulder ice pack, and 2 clicks, and it's at my door in a
mm,
day or two.
mm,
And because they already have all that, it's frictionless shopping. And if you go search on Google Shopping, as you mentioned, for the same thing, the experience is got a lot more friction. You got a lot more clicks. You got to then type in your credit card and get over the trust hump and all that. And in a country like Australia, where there aren't other options available yet, or they're not quite there yet, you still go through these things because you don't know any other way. But when you've experienced the ease of shopping with Amazon, it's like taking a hit off a crack pipe, and it's very difficult to go back to what you were doing.
yeah.
And even someone like myself, who I have like this devil and angel on my shoulder thing going on with Amazon, because it's a way that we've made a lot of money. I do like shopping there, but I also don't really like them as a company,
Mm,
and so I try to not use them as much anymore. But it's difficult. Like it's so damn easy, especially with the lifestyle we have right now with traveling. I mean, it's just like I need something today or tomorrow, and Prime makes it so easy to have that happen. And if I have a problem, I know I can send it right back, and it's difficult to go back to the way that we were doing things before. And Amazon has such a huge infrastructure and footprint now that it'll be very difficult for anyone to catch them. It's possible, but improbable.
yeah, that's right.